Evan, it has been a while, man. I
Are we
think
live?
I think we are getting on there. We're getting on. You know, it takes a second.
Gotcha. All right. Yes, it has been a while. It seemed a long time.
Man, it has. We took a little vacay, if you will.
Like the Italians, we took off August.
Yeah, man. The Italians take off August.
Oh, actually, kind of more
Oh,
Europeans, but yeah, the Italians. That's like the vacation month. I think like Ferrari even and Lambo, they just shut down for August. It's just the European vacation month.
oh, well, okay. Me and Evan are Italian now. Hey, Daniel is. Hey, Daniel's Italian. Thank you for the welcome back, Daniel. Claudia, hello. We back. I'm sharing this to my Facebook real quick, and man, it has. I decided to take a little time away, and
Mhm.
I was kind of going through some personal things. Those are now done and over with, and man, I said, man, we got stupid news and shit to, give to the people. So so I
It's just
can't.
a lot to discuss, really. It seems
Man,
like there's been a lot going on.
I mean, now we know there's UFOs,
Uh, I guess. I don't know. I don't believe in anything anymore.
and we are looking for sponsorship now. So Pepsi, if you would like to sponsor us, hit
Oh
us
heck
up
yeah.
at AlfromDtown&Chili442 Show. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, the whole alien thing came out while we were away. A lot of stuff has happened. I don't want to get political though. I don't want to
Mm.
talk no politics because that shit sucks.
Well, yeah, but yeah. Um yeah, Pepsi sponsorship. Do you ever watch any of the UFC fights and after the fight they always hand them like an empty can of Monster, and it's so obvious that it's so empty and they're not drinking it.
Dude, I read a story on a UFC fighter that they put a can of Coke in front of him, and he like kept pushing it away, and they kept trying to put it in front of him, and he's like, "No, I want water." He goes, "I don't want that shit," and Coke stock, their stock dropped, like
Oh
from
yeah.
from that guy doing that. I was like, "Wow."
I don't think the world's most insanely top athletes drink a lot of sugar water.
No,
I think yeah, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong.
yeah, it could be. I don't know, but and then we just had a hurricane, a fire.
Fire. Maui. I've been the last month. I don't want to get into it too hard, but this has been Maui has been one of the most disturbing things I've seen.
Oh yeah, people
And
jumping in the ocean and shit.
well, man, I don't want to get conspiracy, but
Oh, here we
you need to
go.
go. Don't go. No, I mean I don't know what the news shows, but watching some of the footage of that, I'm like, this is not an ordinary fire. This is very much like California about 5 years ago, where houses burned down and trees are standing between them just perfect and things that just don't make sense and then all the children and they have can't give them these numbers on how many children are missing. These children were all sent home that day. There was the children were sent home. They cut off their water, they cut off the electricity. The school where there were 3,000 students enrolled,
Damn.
and now in the new school there's 400 students enrolled and 200 have elected to homeschool. Where's the rest of these kids? And he's watching these press conferences where you got to go on TikTok. I don't know where else you're going to see, real raw footage from people right there, but watching all this, it's just been Ooh, things
See, I
just
couldn't.
don't quite make sense. And then just watching this, I'm like, if what is happening that I think is happening and what they've done, and then they're completely getting away with it, I'm like, we're fucked.
Um, they're saying it's from some bad electrical lines.
No.
First, it was
No.
at first, of course, it was global warming, and
Oh,
then
of course,
they
yeah. They're
realized they
blaming it.
couldn't get away with that because it was actually, you know, I don't know. Evan,
Yeah.
what else did you do besides come up with the conspiracy theories while we were gone?
Well, what else you got to do? No, man,
Nothing.
I'm serious. You watch some things, and I'm telling you, if you go look at the footage and everything, and if you've ever seen things that have burnt down, things don't look right. I've watched a lot. I've seen a lot of pictures of barn fires where classic cars, everything has burnt, and cars on fire. When has ever a car caught on fire so much that the wheels melted and the aluminum wheels melted and ran down the street like a river?
But
The amount of heat that takes is not your normal wildfires blowing through.
what you think we
Um,
napalmed them?
no, no, you're gonna have to do your own research. I don't want to
Okay,
get any
okay.
further into it. You've got to do your own
Yeah, don't
research,
get
but
it. Don't be getting us kicked off the YouTube now.
no, I'll
Damn it! I
cut. Yeah,
just I
I'm not saying things. Yeah, I'm not. All I'm saying is you need to take yourself. Everyone needs to go and just go and try to find the footage of, and you just look at this stuff and they say this does not make sense. That's all I can say.
yeah, do you think it was a part something volcanic? Because Hawaii's on a goddamn volcano.
No.
You know. All right. All right. Well, we got evidence. Excuse me.
I don't know where
I
to go with
started
it,
to
man.
sneeze.
I'm just telling you, man. If you're on TikTok, if you can, just put in Maui and watch some of the videos of people reporting there and the footage around there, what they're showing the neighborhoods. And I'm going to tell you, anybody with half a brain would look at this and say, "This does not look right." And so, like I said, I don't. We don't have cable. I don't watch your regular news. I don't know what the news even shows on it, But I'm just telling you, something's not right, and it's gonna get swept under the rug. They're taking this land from these people. They're
Now they did say that there was some big developers like swooping in. I actually
Oh,
did hear
they've
that.
wanted this land forever. They want it for, and the people have refused to sell. And all of a sudden, they've just got completely burnt out. And even people that places did burn
Boy,
down have gotten eviction notices.
yeah,
But there's families missing, and it's not being talked about. When people are, you're not hearing a lot of where are the children, where are the children, because who's the parents aren't there looking for them either.
right.
They're just this death toll. This is a 5 point something square mile area, and like I said, they're not telling the number. Something it's anyway. This is the craziest thing I've really watched in depth for the last month. What's going on, and I'm like, wow.
Huh. Evan, do you want to do a list real quick?
Yeah. Sorry to get off on tangent.
Oh, you're all right. You're all right. Um,
I guess it's just kind of been bottled up inside of me.
well, yeah. You haven't had an outlet. Now you do. Anyway, Evan, this list is 11 once popular things that quietly disappeared over the years and nobody noticed.
Like the typewriter.
That sucks. Hey, I saw a video the other dude of some dude, some dude that went into his college class and sat in the back with an old-fashioned typewriter and was sitting there typing, and you even heard the ding.
Tick, 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 tick.
uh,
Oh, that's awesome.
Number one, know thy neighbors. Says we are on a virtual disconnect. I would agree with that.
Yes.
Because I mean,
Yes.
a neighborhood at one time used to be tight, and you'd see everybody out like on the weekends or whatever. And now it's like you don't see that anymore. You don't see the
Yeah.
neighborhood cookouts and stuff like
No.
that as much as you did, even back in the '90s and early 2000s.
Oh, I remember as a kid the big neighborhood. What do they call that? Your big block party. Those were awesome as a kid. Those were a good time. I can't see our neighborhood doing that. I'm friendly with most of my neighbors. The ones like diagonally across, they've got some, kids that are more younger than we are, and he's just not my crowd, and we've talked, we've met, introduced each other, but we don't hang out. But the neighbor on the one side of me, we've been here 4.5 years. I've never met them. I've seen him out in the yard once, and then he kind of boogied off. I've seen her maybe out in the yard once or twice. I mean, in all these years, they're retired. They stay inside their house, but they've never came over and introduced, themselves to us or whatever. And I'm like, that is so
Heck,
weird.
yeah, it kind of is. Number two are laptops with DVD,
Delusion.
CD drives. It's very true.
Oh yeah.
Number
Hold
three.
on. CD drive. I was having some little trouble hearing you.
Oh,
So you're talking
I'm
about
sorry.
on like computers, laptops, and so forth like
Laptops,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, I was asking. I needed something a while back, and my old laptop wasn't working. And her son's laptop, he's like, I don't have a CD drive. And like, you don't? How do you download stuff? And I just downloaded from the internet. I didn't believe, I
Yeah,
didn't,
they're
mine
gone.
has a CD player. I didn't realize that new laptops don't have CD drives anymore.
Number three. I was disappointed in this when I went and bought, I'll tell you after this, toys and cereal boxes.
I guess that doesn't exist anymore.
No, because I bought a box of Fruity Pebbles not long ago because I was gonna uh, try for the very first time Mary Jane, and I was afraid I would get the munchies. And I didn't want to have to leave, so I bought it at the store. I got home and I was like, man, hopefully. I looked at the box and I thought I got this little miniature, either Fred Flintstone or Barney or Dino. And no, you gotta add, give 20 box tops and $3,000, for this little plastic shit. So yeah, no more toys and cereal boxes.
It
So
makes me wonder if that was some kind of like ruling, like it's unfair advertising to kids or whatever, or
probably.
to just they all quit doing it because of cutbacks. Because I would think, as a kid, it's like, oh, I want that. It's got that inside. You didn't even know what that flavor of the crap was. You just wanted it because it had this in there, with this spinner thing or whatever.
Um, Longevity in careers.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, used to be, yeah, people, got out of high school, started a career, worked there forever, and then when I got out of school, they said you'll have average of 7 career changes. Which I'm like,
Damn.
okay, yeah, I've done that, been there, done that. I've like worn so many hats,
Yeah,
man.
no shit.
I have just, okay, I'm doing this now. Okay, I'm doing this now.
Uh, it says monarch butterflies.
I still see them
I
around,
still do too. Like,
but we have a garden, so I
yeah,
do see a lot
you
that
you
most people
do.
would.
Um, the actual Ronald McDonald.
All those characters were kind of freaky, creepy back then. But Ronald was, yeah, he was kind of weirdo looking dude. They've
Yeah,
dropped all that gimmick, haven't they?
I think so.
All the
I can't think of
characters
the last time I seen Ronald McDonald.
on the Hamburglar and all that, that get up those characters. Man, good times.
Uh, Silly bands. I don't know what these are. Oh, there's uh rubbery bracelets that took the
Yeah.
world by storm, I guess.
like jelly bracelets, whatever.
Yeah. No, they're like the friendship bracelets and shit like that. I wore one, I can't lie. But it was made for me, so. But it was cool. It was black and gold.
Hmm,
Uh,
cool.
t- TV bumpers, like "We will be right back."
Oh, yeah, that's when people didn't change channels.
Yeah.
You had no choice. You just, sat there and waited.
You know, if you probably told somebody in their probably low 30s that at one time the TV used to play the national anthem and then shut off. Not the TV itself, but the station, you
Yeah.
know. And back
Oh,
then you didn't have a lot of stations.
no, I remember growing up, we had the basic three, and then you had like PBS and maybe WIL out of or
Every
something out of
once in a
Chicago. I
while.
think we maybe
No,
got five
yeah,
channels at the most
yeah. It,
until cable.
and yeah, it shut off about midnight every night. They play the national anthem and then boom. Family
Yeah.
photographs.
People don't go and do that anymore.
I don't know. We still got Olin Mills here in town.
Well,
So.
people take so many freaking pictures of themselves all the
Right.
time anyway,
Yeah. Digital cameras. And I mean, hell, now you can buy a nice Nikon, for 400 or 500 bucks.
Oh yeah.
Human touch.
What's our phones? How many megapixels?
Oh, I don't know. I can zoom in and get craters on the moon.
Because when my car was photographed for a magazine 20 years ago, the guy, he said, I just went to a 16 megapixel body for my camera. He said I had an 8 megapixel and that I did everything with. And this is a guy who was doing everything 20 years ago for a magazine, national magazines. And he said I just went to 16. This is the new blah blah blah. And he's like, I think the body of this camera was like 8 grand. Not all the lenses and toys and everything. And so to think our cell phones are now where a magazine, a high level photographer was 20 years ago, our little
Right.
cell phones. That's pretty damn impressive. It really is.
Right.
The
Number
resolution on our phones.
number 10, Evan, is lost human touch. Lie. I touch myself several times a day.
Dude, have you ever watched Demolition Man?
Yeah.
I just watched that like last
With
week.
Wesley Snipes and Stallone.
Uh-huh.
Great movie.
Yeah, it was typical. I mean, it's time period. I
Great
mean, a lot of
cheesy
people.
80s movie.
Oh, and the typical fight scenes and all that
Right.
jazz. But yeah, where they didn't have sex anymore. They put on their virtual headsets. That was one of the things that was amusing in there. They did, no touch anymore, no kissing and all that
Yeah.
stuff. And that was kind of amusing. And the social credit system that this movie, that now that's something coming about. And that movie was made what, in the 90s?
I think so.
Yeah. And pretty interesting some of the things they were, putting out at the time.
Number 11 on this list of things that are fading away and nobody is noticing. Grandfather clocks.
Yeah, I could see that too.
I'm bringing that shit back though. As soon as I get my, right now I'm in an apartment. As soon as I get me a house, I'm getting me a grandfather clock.
People don't buy forever furniture anymore.
No, it's
Like
hard to
our
find it.
parents. Well, yeah, like our parents or the grandparents, they would buy furniture that would last them 20, 30 years. They didn't redecorate their living, every so many years. Like the furniture, some of the stuff you got from me, like that big table, heavy table and everything,
Oh
that
yeah,
stuff was built to last. There's no particle board in that.
no. Oh man, I stubbed my toe trying to get around that son bitch just on one of the chairs. Not even the
Hmm.
table. You stub your toe on this table. Just go ahead and drive yourself to the ER. And
Yeah. So
but
think my parents bought that furniture back in the 60s.
yeah, and I'm sitting here doing a podcast on it right now, keeping it
Me too.
alive.
Me too. The bar stool. I'm sitting on the bar stool, and you're sitting on the lower chair, and it's the same style. And that stuff is over 50 years
And
old.
it's
That's
still
awesome.
comfortable. this is one of the most comfortable, hard chairs that I've ever seen, And I mean, they don't look comfortable, but once you sit down and it just kind of, it's like it's a perfect balance of wood and cushion.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, there is too much thing as too much cushion. I don't like that shit where, your back has no support. You're just kind of like you're in a fucking beanbag chair.
Well, doing this show for 2 years, I have beat the stuffing out of this cushion, and
Oh, yeah.
I want to take it apart and restuff it. And the woman, her dad used to do upholstery stuff, so she's pretty hip to it. So I think we're gonna have to take these apart and restuff them. But that's pretty cool.
See,
50 some years old.
I'm actually pretty smart on that. Oh, that was the end of the list, too, by the way. That was number 11. Which I think they could have put like the human touch or something like that at the very end instead of grandfather clocks. You could have probably threw grandfather clocks there up in the middle somewhere.
Huh. I'm surprised like they didn't say stick shift cars. Um, that's something disappearing. I'm not sure if you can get a new Corvette with a stick or if they're all just paddle shifted automatics.
See, I think they all, I don't know. I'm not even going to, but I think they all went to the paddle shift.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if you, what time is it? 8:22. Did you see I'm trying to find it, the story of that, the guy that was driving the bull in the Cadillac? Did you see that?
Driving the Bull in the Cadillac.
Hold on.
Was a Cadillac like made a pickup in the back?
He cut like one half of the side out of the car.
Oh, I think I did see a picture of this.
And then but the reason he did it, it was because of the horns on this steer. And you can't fit him in a trailer. So, he had a cage on it. I'm trying to see. I don't know if they got a picture of it, of the car. I want to see the car close up. Man, I don't know.
What does one of those weigh? That's like 3,000 pounds, isn't it?
Yeah, I just saw this damn story. Hold on. I put man, and here's what my Bing search came up with. Man masturbates on plane, decapitated by shark, wearing suit, city, and United.
Okay.
Drives cow. Oh, here it is. Yeah, man. Let me see if I can't get a good picture of that. Well, there's a back of it. Okay, here. We'll throw this up real quick, Evan. Oh yeah, there's a few. So here we go. Hold on, folks. I'll get you there. Me and Evan still don't have the money for a producer. Oh, I don't know what I did.
Oh no.
Where's my sources? I'm sorry. There it goes. And yeah, here it is. See if I can't get that bigger.
We need a Jamie. Isn't that what Joe Rogan has?
Yeah.
Jamie. This guy.
Jamie, bring them pictures up. But here's the horns on this sumbitch. And I got a transition. I'm sorry, folks. It's our first day back. Give me a break. there's a
A little
horn.
rusty.
Yeah, and see, I mean, he's got a cage. Man, he cut that windshield perfect.
I don't know. Yeah.
There's the back of it.
I guess you got to do what you got to do. Why you got to travel with this thing that much? Oh, that was a Crown Vic or whatever they did. That to.
Yeah. Hey, that
Right.
that should be a good marketing for those 90. I thought it
Those
was,
things were tough as nails. They were great cars.
but there it is. Look at the horns on that bad boy. Yeah, I don't know. I think he could fit in a trailer, but maybe it's easier that way.
Huh. Hey, yeah, like I said, you got to do what you got to do. Maybe the funds don't allow for a trailer, but man, I can't see a car holding up to that kind of weight.
Yeah, no, man, the great suspension on those.
They were, like I said, those cars were tough. They were taxi cabs and limos for a lot of years, and
Yeah.
um,
Oh yeah.
there were a lot of them out there with just million miles and just companies that all they did was wreck those things and deal parts all over for those to keep those things going.
Right. Right.
They
Yeah.
were they were quite the machine for a lot of years. I'd
And
like to have one.
what were they like in the 80s? Wasn't it that maybe that was when the Crown Vic started taking over.
Yeah, 80s, 90s after your Impalas kind of it'd be more than 2000, but I don't know when they quit making that Crown Vic like that, but those were used for police cars and everything for years and like I said they're pretty durable.
All right, we got another cow related story, Evan. Man 25 caught having sex with a cow. So we got him coming and going around this motherfucker.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Cha-ching. That was
That's
yeah,
that's scary.
that was cheap. I really don't want to read that story. I kind of do. A 25-year-old individual was apprehended for engaging in sexual activity with a cow. Following the observant action of a concerned farmer who took measures to monitor his property. This is on tape, Evan.
Really. Farmer was concerned. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm concerned.
Yeah, that's animal cruelty.
Bestiality. Yeah.
Yeah. So he got arrested, Evan. And he's going.
That's probably good.
Yeah, he's Canadian. He's going to the Crown Court for sentencing. Should have known. Cow fuckers.
Oh boy.
Rhode Island pig caught after 2 weeks on the run, Evan.
2 weeks
2 weeks.
on the run.
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
He was caught on Buck Hill Road Wednesday afternoon. Animal control officers had been trying to track the pig down for weeks after he escaped his new home. It is believed the pig journeyed as far north as Wallam Lake in Douglas, Massachusetts, before making his way back into town like Rambo. He came out of the woods. Oh, Burville Animal Control is still searching for another rogue pig that remains on the loose in its owner's neighborhood. So anybody going to Burville, please contact Animal Control and do not approach these pigs as they are considered armed and dangerous.
Right. Yeah, everybody in the neighborhood's like, we didn't see it, but there's somebody that's having bacon.
A Jamaican man who tried to hide his ID inside a toilet was arrested. See, Evan, these cops had kicked in this guy's house. You know, they were raiding him. He was sitting there, and his bright idea was, hey, I'm already taking a shit. I got my ID here. Just going to scoop it up under there. And they found it, and shitty situation for everybody, really, Evan.
See,
That
flesh and drugs.
yeah,
Really?
yeah, he was trying, but the license clogged up and caught the drugs, so he was charged with that too.
Hmm. It's
Doesn't
not my drugs. Yeah, it is. It's got your ID right there stuck in it. Everybody was like, it's not mine. Get your fucking ID on it.
uh teen accused of biting school employees' testicles after being denied entrance.
Oh boy, that's extreme.
Yeah. Oh, there's a damn Norfolk pullover man with bull riding shotgun. Let's go into that story because I want to see if he got a ticket. They thought it was going to
Yeah.
be a calf or something small that would usually fit inside the vehicle. They just gave him some warnings, so there you go.
Obstructed vision.
Yeah. Yeah, because you ain't going to be, hey, man, can you lift a hoof? Hey, turn that big
How
ass horn.
how am I looking on that side? Ooh.
Oh, I read, oh man, I did read this. Children's author in England is accused of murder, allegedly had history of trying to poison her husband. So there you go.
What? Poison her husband.
Yeah, she poisoned him, man.
Ouch.
Yeah, he must have done something, or what do you think? Maybe she got like all famous and shit, and was like, "Man, I want to split this money with this motherfucker." Be like a
Probably.
Kevin Costner divorce. That got ugly.
Did it?
I read a little bit about it, and then I was like, I felt kind of dirty. I was like, man, I shouldn't know all this shit about Kevin Costner. I kind of like Kevin Costner, so I want to know what he does in the bedroom and shit.
Probably practices that cheesy southern accent that he uses in every movie. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a fan of him. He's all right.
No, I mean, I like the westerns he did. He did some pretty good westerns. Field of Dreams was a good one. If
Yeah.
you were in like the old timer baseball like I am, so I guess Iranian realtor arrested for selling apartment to dog and making 1.7 million off the sale.
He sold it to a dog.
Yeah, doesn't say if the dog is living up in his new pad or not, but I guess it was a high-end condo on the top floor.
The dog's really rolling.
Man, the dog could not be reached for comment.
No kidding.
Oh, Florida woman's fingers severed in library drop box.
Oh
How?
no.
Yeah. You drop the book in, lady. You don't put your hand in and then close the fucking thing. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't her fault. Maybe the library got sick of people throwing trash and shit in there and like doubled up with some garage door springs or something.
Slam.
You just
You
drop.
steel you steel trap. Yeah. There goes your fingers. That's brutal.
Seattle police arrest man found drinking gasoline during home invasion.
Why?
A 40-year-old man was arrested last week after allegedly breaking into a home in Seattle's Highland Park neighborhood while a teenage girl was inside. Seattle police said the man started drinking gasoline when officers attempted to take him into custody.
Oh.
Yeah, he was going to do bad things. Well, sorry the gasoline didn't kill him.
I can't believe that. I think one swallow would probably kill you.
Thousands of pounds of dog waste contaminating half of Washington City's water supply.
Oh, that's not good.
Let me tell you something, man. Last Monday, I left work, and I was working in a little town about 45 minutes east of us, Tuscola. When I left there, I went to a little Amish town called Arthur, and I purchased a puppy. He's in the other room right now. I think he's crashed out because I don't hear him and I haven't seen him. So, but I took his ass outside. I wore his ass out. He's 11 weeks old. It makes me feel like I got a newborn baby again. It's been hell, Evan. This little bastard wakes me up like 40 minutes before my alarm goes off. It's like, dude, come on, man. And he jumps on me. I've been leaving him in the kitchen, and I bought a baby gate. First couple days, man, cool. He had a couple accidents on the linoleum in there. The rest of the apartment is carpeted except the bathroom. He had an accident, on the linoleum. No big deal. I got puppy pads all down and shit. I'm ready. Man, I came home, dude sitting on the couch watching TV because I leave the TV on so it's a little noise.
Mm-hmm.
And the dude's sitting on the couch, like laid out. Like, what's up, dude? I'm like, ain't this a bit... There wasn't any messes. So, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to build like a wall of baby gates.
A little Houdini.
Already. And he's 10 weeks... I think he's 11 weeks now. He's 11 weeks old.
He's a cute little guy. I'm just... I have to say, I'm blown away that you... And I know it's space is the issue, but I never imagined you having anything other than a pit.
Oh, I'll have more. But not in
I'm
this,
sure.
not in a one-bedroom apartment. I gotta wait till I get... But I didn't want to be without a dog, man. And I love this little... Man, look, I love Jake. I still see Jake. I have visitation rights to Jake. All I have to do is call and say, hey, I want to pick him up, so it's a... But Jake can't, like that puppy will... And he won't get much bigger. He'll get 9-10 pounds. So he's gonna be a little dog. So he can still ride in my lap in 6 months. With a pit bull, you go from maybe 5, 6, 7 pounds to like 70 or 80 pounds in 6 months.
Really? They grow that fast?
Yeah. Jake kept getting bigger and bigger until he got about 5 or 6. And then they kind of start losing a little bit of weight and muscle and everything like that. But yeah, Jake was solid. When he was about 3 or 4, he was nothing but muscle. And it, looked like he went to the gym and worked out and shit.
I remember, yeah.
But I don't know. Tanner's cool, man. He keeps he's kind of helped me out of kind of a dark place I was in. And it keeps me busy, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
And so yeah, man,
I could totally see. I wish quite often that we had a dog, especially Vicky started working and she's gone a lot, and it's like, man, because anytime I'm around a dog, when we've babysitted her sister's dog or any, I talk to him.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's just really, it's like I have conversations with him. Like, I don't care if you're listening or not. I got to talk to somebody, And I kind of wish we had a dog, but a lot of the times I'm glad we don't. That's the problem,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Just
because
all the other issues.
me just going out and doing anything or like I did. I don't know. He's small enough, and I bought this little like thing I can carry around. It's like a small backpack but he can fit inside, and it's mesh on 3 sides. So I can throw him in that, and it's kind of different with a bigger dog. I can't
Mhm.
throw Great Dane up in one of them. That's what I want, dude, but I can't. I can't. I've had too many Great Danes growing up, and they call them the heartbreak dog for a reason.
Yeah.
So, but, well, man, we got a few more news stories, and then we'll see what Dave's got, because we might have a few from Dave.
Okay.
Man accused of stripping naked, flooding San Francisco high rise.
Really?
Yeah, he just got naked, ran into this high rise, and intentionally flooded the property, causing millions in damage and leading to the evacuation and relocation of hundreds of his neighbors.
Oh, wow.
Uh, it doesn't say if he was on dope, but
Or if he was just an asshole.
wow. Said the vandalism caused upwards of $14 million in damages.
Wow.
Oh, man. I still want to see it. He had to be on dope. You got to be smoking crack or meth or something.
Speaking of flooding, have you seen about Burning Man that's going on this weekend?
I don't know. I've seen a couple things. I saw the cop ran over those.
Oh, the people blocking the highway?
Yeah,
Oh, that was
I'm
nice.
okay. You know what? I'm okay with that. I'm
It's
okay
just
with that.
I was too when I saw that. I'm like, good. I mean, I'm not about police going over their powers and everything, but on the
Nope.
other hand, this is a nuisance. You're blocking a highway, and
With
he scooted their trailer right off to the side, and
with people sitting in their cars burning more fuel, and you're bitching about climate change, you stupid motherfucker. Dude, half of these activists are just fucking idiots.
they don't think
Now they're
they're
attacking yachts, going and spray painting toxic fucking paint that's going to get washed off and get put into the ocean. And it's like, you idiots end up causing more climate change if, what you're saying. If
hmm
what you are saying is true, you're causing more climate change. If you got cars backed up 3 miles and it's in the desert, and if you don't think them people are going to sit there and burn a tank of gas just so they can have AC, and then you're going to get your ass whooped. So, yeah, I don't know. They're looking at that cop saying he shouldn't have done that, but bravo.
Yeah, I didn't have a problem with that. But anyway, Burning Man, it's out in the desert and that hurricane came through
Oh.
and these people they say there's 70,000 roughly people in this desert and they're stuck. They are sheltered in place because it flooded and that's it's like a dry lake bed and they talk about the paya, I guess is like the real fine silt that's really alkaline. It's not
Hmm.
acidic, it's really alkaline. But anyway, this dust, I guess when it gets on you, like it dries out your skin. You have to rinse it off with like vinegar. You have to shower with like vinegar or something else.
Ugh.
But oh yeah, but anyway, this stuff it's like at first it's really slick like if when it gets wet
Uh-huh.
and then like it clings to mud and it turns into like it cakes and so these people are walking around you can't walk around barefoot because like I said this stuff gets into your skin and it like cracks your skin for months. It takes months to get over. But anyway, these people walk around their feet in plastic bags and all that stuff. But you can't drive. It just clumps. You can't ride a bike. The more you walk, the taller you get because it just keeps clumping. And
Hell
it's like,
yeah. I'm going to do
oh,
that, man. I need to at least hit 6'1" before I die. at least.
Uh, y- You do it quick. You should check out some of the video. Anyway, these people, 70,000 people, and they've just told shelter in place. We can't get in, we can't get out. The porta potties are overflown, and
Oh,
and they're like, you can't run a
see,
generator in any water. Somebody died like the first night. They
trying
got
to. Oh,
electrocuted trying
see,
to run a generator, and they were in standing water or something. Anyway,
dude.
but anyway, Burning Man, these people got it. It takes serious money to go that. You're talking tickets, camping. You've got to haul in everything you need, food, everything, and it's a mess. But
You know
anyway,
what
hey,
made me not
it's
want to go to that any festivals? When we saw what happened when they tried to do Woodstock again.
oh
Yeah, and what a freaking mess. And yeah, I there's not one part of me that would want to go to any of those festivals anymore. Maybe in my
yeah.
20s. No, not now. I'll watch it
You
on
know,
YouTube.
I feel bad. There's this thing called summer camp in Chillicothe every year, and even Willie Nelson plays almost like every year. It's all jam bands. It's a full weekend long.
Me
It's
and Wolf went to
it's
that, dude. Remember when
it's
we me
no, that was Diversifest or
Oh
something.
yeah.
This summer camp is huge, and it's 10 minutes from my house, and I've never gone.
Anyway, Evan,
I
let
feel bad, but it's like $150 a ticket for the
yeah.
weekend. It's like, okay, there's one or two bands I might want to see, and
But
but I feel bad. I'm just not into the big festivals anymore either.
yeah. Anyway, that's your weird and wacky news from around the world, Evan. We had a lot of animal stories, some good, some bad for the cow.
Yeah.
Now we're going to go check out our buddy Dave Moreland and his Bozo Criminal of the Day. And this one comes from international. It's an international file from England, Evan. For nearly a year, the cops had been searching for Wayne Pierce after he failed to appear in court on charges of committing nearly $1 million in fraud. The case had gone cold, and it seemed like Mr. Pierce had disappeared without a trace. When a detective happened to be checking out Match.com, and whose smiling face should appear? Yep, our bozo, complete with his full name, dating profile. So he was swooped up, Evan. It looks like
It
his next opportunity for a meaningful relationship will be in the slammer.
with Bubba. Hey, here's your match.
We got a couple. This one comes from Sharon, South Carolina, where Bozo David Carter walked into a convenience store wearing a hoodie, wig, and mask. Evan, he demanded cash and he pointed to a gun in his waistband. As the clerk handed him the $300, he made his getaway, but a quick call to the cops by the clerk resulted in him being grabbed in a nearby parking lot.
He didn't make it far.
No, so what exactly makes this worthy of a Bozo report? It was that gun that was tucked in his pants. Upon further investigation, he actually had a toy game from the Nintendo game Duck Hunt, which was spray painted black.
Smooth.
He's been charged with armed robbery and petty larceny. So there you go.
Nice.
Oh, there is one from our neighbors in Missouri. We better do this one. This one's from Clay County, Missouri. You can put this in What Were You Thinking file, Evan. Our bozos were involved in a routine traffic stop, and as he was approaching the car, the officer couldn't help but to notice the unusual personalized license plate, We High.
No kidding.
We're not sure if they were or not, but do know that they fled as the officer was approaching the vehicle.
And we gone.
And that's always a bad idea, Evan, if you're got personalized plates.
Yeah.
So there you go. They were busted and charged with resisting arrest. Doesn't say if they were high or not, Evan. So thank you, Dave Moreland. You can read some of those. There's a lot more over there at davemoreland.com.
We high.
We high. Oh, so one thing I did when we were off is I went and I took a little trip down south, and not my, Route 66 trip, but that was a lot of fun too, taking that. Some of it kind of sucked, because I didn't realize it takes you right downtown St. Louis, like right through the ghetto.
The ghetto? I didn't know that either.
Yeah, it did. And I was a little nervous. I looked down and there's like cars, and then you'd see people, like a lot of the, you could tell at one time it was an old projects. And a lot of the buildings are gone, but there's still a couple of them, and there'd be a couple guys like standing around them, and it was like, yeah, please don't break down here. But yeah, man.
No.
And I've been doing I've been doing some fishing. I did take Tanner down to the lake yesterday, and he acted like he wanted nothing to do with it.
Really?
So yeah. I don't know. We're going to have to get him trained. I'm thinking about like early in the morning when the sun first starts, because it's supposed to be a little warm this week. I think I'm going to take him down to the woods that I fish, and see what he does on the trail and stuff like that. Jake took to trails real good. Some dogs do, some dogs don't. So we'll see. I'm still going to keep him, even, even if he don't like to go fishing with me. I think he will.
Yeah. Whatever you do, he wants to be a part of it.
Oh, yeah. I can't even go to the bathroom without him just sitting there looking at me like, dude, what are you doing? And I'm kind of an old man, Evan. I turned 50. I've been hard on my body for years. So sometimes I will take a shower, and then I'll fill the bathtub up with hot water and put like this Epsom soaking salt.
Mm-hmm.
I'll put that shit in there. And so I'm in there. Man, that dog would take off from the kitchen, just come flying, and try to jump up in that damn tub. That water was too hot, so I was going to have to catch him, to make sure he didn't. But, man, he didn't do it, but he kept hitting his head. And about after the fourth time, he kind of sit there and looked at me. He barked at me and then came in there and shit on the floor.
Yeah, that's...
He's like,
yeah.
I'll show you.
Damn.
Hold on, because I want to see if you can get this one. Oh, go back. No, that can't be it. I bet you know this one. It is, what would be the biggest one-hit wonder of the 1990s, Evan, for $1? Hold on, I got to get to it because I'm going to give you a hint on it. It wouldn't be fair if I said, yeah, just... Oh, man, I went too far. I saw it though, and I can't believe that. That is number one. This was the only U.S. top 40 hit, Evan, that the German-born singer enjoyed. It was an international summer smash to round out the decade and one of the defining pop offerings in the 1990s. On what was considered a cover, this artist sampled parts from the original version recorded by Cuban musician something Perez Parado in the 40s, but added his own lyrics. It was also a subject of lengthy litigation. Evan, for $1, what was the number one-hit wonder? The biggest one-hit wonder of the 1990s.
Man, I am at a loss.
You're going to kick yourself when I tell you.
Biggest one-hit wonder.
Cuban. Remember that. Cuban.
Oh, it wasn't Rico Suave, was it?
No. Mambo Number 5 by Lou Bega, 1999.
Oh. Yeah, that was a one-hit wonder.
Yep.
Yeah, and it did some sampling and kind of...
Yeah. Yeah, so the original people, their family probably got some decent money out of that.
Huh, interesting.
Yeah. So that was it. The biggest one-hit wonder of 1990. Sucked. I hated that fucking song, man.
It was one of those things like the first you hear it's like, oh, that's kind of catchy, and then it got old real quick. Yeah.
Oh, Aerosmith are on a farewell tour. I hope they do
still
it.
Tour?
Yeah, and I hope they do it because it's like Motley Crue, dude. You know, they had their farewell tour, and then they're trying to come back with half the guys, and it's like, no, just stop. Just stop.
Steven Tyler can still sing, we're correct?
I think
mean,
so.
Like Vince Neil cannot really sing, to be honest.
Yeah, no, Vince Neil's horrible. Now, actually, he started getting bad about, I went and saw him, what was the album after Theater of Pain? Was it Girls, Girls, Girls?
Dr. Feelgood, I don't know.
No, I think it was Girls, Girls, Girls. But
probably.
he started, you could hear it. You could hear his voice crack, and he wasn't hitting the high notes that he was on the album.
He just sounds like he's out of shape and completely winded.
Yeah, now he does.
Yeah, just like, oh, you're embarrassing yourself. But, hey, if you need the money or whatever, I don't know. Whatever, but...
Fuck, starting OnlyFans. That's what I'm getting ready to do.
Interesting. So, Aerosmith is going to tour. Man, that's one I won't be buying a ticket for. I have no interest in...
Thank you, Dave. Yeah, Dave said Girls was after Theater of Pain. I'm sorry, Theater of Pain is one of Motley Crue's most underrated albums. That is a great fucking album.
They had some good albums. I thought Dr. Feelgood was a good album.
I hate that they put that Smoking in the Boys' Room on Theater of Pain. That's the only thing I wish they wouldn't have done. But
yeah, that cover... That's not a great song anyway.
What's Claudia saying? Smash Mouth singer Sam. They were just here in Decatur, I think. I don't know.
They were, weren't they?
Yeah. I don't know if it was him, Yeah. Hell, anymore. Rick Springfield was here too.
Yeah.
Jesse had a friend
I kind of like Smash Mouth. They kind of had some
Oh, I
cool
thought you
hits.
were going to say Rick Springfield. I was getting ready to say
No,
some
no,
embarrassing shit.
no,
Me
no.
neither.
He was for the ladies.
I don't know, man. Well, see, never mind.
Chicks love Rick Springfield. They still love Rick
Oh
Springfield.
yeah,
I
they
mean,
do.
yeah, he was for the. I mean, it wasn't something I was into. No, it was.
Hell, my mom was really into him. So we kind of listened to him, and then he was in a movie, Hard to Hold. My mom made us go to the movies, lied. Oh, it's an action movie. No,
Mm.
it ain't. I'm sitting there like 65 minutes into it. Ain't nobody fired a gun or nothing up in here. I thought you said Chuck Norris was in this some bitch. She also tricked
I
me into going to the movies. What was that damn movie? Where the chick had cancer and died and her daughter. Oh my God. I think Dolly Parton was in it.
was it Steel Magnolias?
Yes. My
I never
mom
saw that.
my mom sat there and said, "Would you go to a movie with me?" And I don't remember how old I was. I know I was at least maybe teenage or just low 20s, and I said yes, as long as it's not that Steel Magnolias. And son of a bitch, I went to the bathroom or something. She went up and got the tickets, and I said, "What are we going to see?" And she was like, "Oh, it's a surprise. I think you'll like it." 1989, so what would I have been? 16. So yeah, I didn't want to be, you know, my homies are walking out of, Van Damme movies and shit like that. Here I come out with my mom watching Steel Magnolias and cried.
The biggest chick flick ever, wasn't it? I mean, pretty much.
Yeah. And it was horrible. It was like the saddest movie I'd ever fucking seen. I was like, man, what's wrong with these chicks? Quit watching this stuff that makes you cry. Go watch, Van Damme and Schwarzenegger kill shit.
Yeah, one of these days I'll watch that movie. I've just never been in a rush.
Oh, another thing I did while we were gone, boys and girls, is we all know I got the American flag on this arm.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I got some new ink, Evan. Oh, there we go. A bald eagle.
It's hard for me to see, but very cool.
I'll see. Let me get a little closer. Hold on. Oh, hear my knee pop?
No. Oh, hell yeah.
So, there we go.
That's cool.
Yeah, my buddy Todd does all my work, and we've known each other since early 2000s.
Cool.
So, yeah, got some ink going on. I'm going to end up with so much. I love tattoos, man. Hurt like some bitch. Because I got so much shading in it. Oh, my God. Because,
Oh,
doing the outline wasn't bad. And then where he did the eye, you can't really see it on this cam, but the eye is like a orangish red. So he had already done shading, the outline, and then he comes in with that color, and oh, dude, it
I have
hurts.
no idea.
Yeah, I love it. I love that pain.
It seems. I mean, I always figure like, okay, this is it. Just it's got to be annoying, but I figure it's nothing. I see the people who get tattoos, and I'm like, if they can handle it, I can handle it. You know.
Yeah, I mean it. And see, I don't like a lot of color. I like the black. That he usually does like black grays. He mixes in a little white to make them pop, and but yeah, so I don't do a lot of colors, but man, I know some people that do, and it's beautiful. But my style, I just like the kind of black and white stuff. So
Cool.
I'll end up with more. I keep telling Todd, he's like, well, when do you want to? We got done with that one. He's like, when do you want to schedule the next one? I'm like, I'm already thinking about it, but I'm putting them where they can be hid. I'm not gonna end up with asshole on my neck or something like that.
Oh, thank you. I hate that.
Yeah, neck tattoos. I don't know. I mean, they're
Neck and
cool if you want
face,
to be
just
unemployed or work in a gas station or something like that.
I don't. I just. It's just. I don't. Yeah, please don't. No neck, no face tattoos.
Yeah, no. I no. I don't know, man. I might get that Tyson tattoo. Oh,
Little tribal swirl and.
damn, Evan, we're 65 minutes in.
Oh well. I don't have anything else to do.
No, I don't either. So anything else?
Let's see. Have we? We didn't talk about on the show. Jimmy Buffett died.
Yes.
What else happened lately? I don't know. I think that's really all I got. I was gonna make a list earlier, but I'm like, I think we got it all.
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, because I don't want to talk politics, man, because, nah. I think we all know.
Okay.
I think we all know.
Yeah.
But
All right. Well, I guess we could wrap it up.
yeah, let's go ahead and call it, Evan. Yeah, tell these beautiful people goodbye.
All right. Well, thanks for your patience and coming back and listening to us after our month absence. We truly appreciate it, and people have a great week. Hope most of you people have the day off tomorrow. Enjoy your day off and enjoy your week. Supposed to be nice weather and be good to one another.
Yeah.
There you go.
Right on. Yeah, like Evan said, thank you. I had to take a little time. The last show we did, I went back and kind of listened to it, and I just wasn't there. So I know one thing, I had a lot of fun on tonight's show. Thank you to all the stupid people that do stupid shit that give us funny news stories to read and make fun of. And thank all the listeners out there that come in and, even if it's for a few seconds. Now, remember, if you come in late, you can always go back to the Facebook page. You can watch all our old shows. You can go over to YouTube and AlfromDtown.com. I think, or AlfromDtown on YouTube. And then I think AlfromDtown.com is back on, but I haven't tried to upload anything. So I will do that. I'll try to upload something on that tonight and see. But you got Facebook, you got YouTube. Go back, watch a couple old shows, and, or if you missed part of this one, go listen to this one. It's pretty good. There's some funny stories in there.
There you go.
Yep. So we love you guys, and we will see you next Sunday at 8 p.m. Central Time. And if you want, share the show to your Facebook page. Help us get a few more people in here. Get it jumping. We're trying to get paid. Me and Evan want to get matching E-Class Mercedes so we can race. So be sure to tell your friends, share the videos, and we'll catch you next time. Peace. We love you. Be good to one another.
Later.